They coming, they coming, they coming. Hit the button, hit the button. Young world. It took me a minute to make this video because I know you're going to be like, Joker, you are not that goddamn important to be sitting here thinking that the Joker Vlad is worried about you personally. You ain't nobody but a little YouTuber with a couple little subscribers, you whack ass dude. So I didn't make this, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, look, man, the Vlad come at me personally by interviewing Larry Holmes. Let me break it down in case you don't understand, because you're probably thinking, like, what the hell has that got to do with you? First of all, I'm from a place called Easton, Pennsylvania. Easton is on the borderline of New Jersey. Easton is not a big city. If you ain't from around the area, Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton, probably Philadelphia, just the region, you probably don't know what Easton is unless you're a Larry Holmes fan. We got Larry Holmes, we got Olympic gold medalist wrestler Jack Kuvo from back in the day. Mario Andretti, the race car driver, he's from Nazareth, but that's like a suburb of Easton. And now we got the kid Josiah Young on his TV show Raising Dion. The little boy on there is from Easton. I know his family. A couple little like people that are kind of behind the scenes in the industry that you wouldn't really. I think Sally Jesse Raphael is from Easton. You probably don't know her if you damn sure under like 35, 40. You probably don't know the hell she is. Like I said, a couple people behind the scenes that you probably wouldn't know unless you know who they are that are in the industry like big time. And that's about it. And unless you came through there trying to get money from New York or out of town, a lot of out of towners pass through there. Stuff like that, or if you know somebody that lives in the area. Other than that, you don't really know about Easton, Pennsylvania. If you know me, I'm probably the most person you ever probably heard speak about Easton, Pennsylvania, if you don't know nothing else about it. When I thought I was a rapper running around, I was all Eastoned out, you know what I'm saying? Small city, not the worst, but tough enough. So that's a little background about Easton, you know what I'm saying? So the last time I made a video about the Joker Vlad, of who's going to be the next Joker to go up there and do an interview with him after everything was exposed with the whole Lord Jamar, you know what I'm saying, Godfrey stuff, the Farrakhan stuff. I put my two, and no, I didn't jump on the bandwagon. If you look at I've been going at Vlad, taking shots at Vlad for years. Even on my last channel years ago, I've been calling out Vlad. Many years, so I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, I ain't doing, so after my last video, I'm like, who's going to be the next sucker to go up there and bite the cheese, you know what I'm saying, to do the interview after all this stuff, who ain't going to be able to stand in solidarity to go up there. So it just so happens, after that, I don't know if it was the very next person, but like within that 2 weeks after that, the Joker has to bring up Larry Holmes from Easton, the boxer, who I know personally, know the whole Holmes family, related to half of the, not half, but some of the Holmes family. So for people like me, from where I'm from, small city, like I said, I'm not from New York, I'm not from Philadelphia, I'm not from somewhere where we have a million people that made it, and athletes or rappers. We got one or two people from the area that made it, and we hold them dearly, you know what I'm saying? Larry Holmes is one of them. So understand that. So just put that into perspective coming from a person like me. So you know what I'm saying? So the Joker decides to go up there and then interview Larry Holmes. I've been unsubscribed from Vlad on any device I got. So I had no clue about it because at that point I haven't even looked at Vlad's channel. It's like 2 weeks I think it was to see what his subscribers was, to see if they went down or not. Which by the way, they went down at first for a minute when it was going on, but of course they shot back up. So, and then my cousin sent me a text with the link to it. So I hit the link. So I'm like, what the fuck? He got this joke. And not only does he got Larry on his goddamn thing, the Joker went to Larry's house, came to Easton. You know what I'm saying? So I know you like little dude, you're not that important for Vlad to be thinking about you and worried about you. But it's like, is that a coincidence or am I bugging? You know what I'm saying? That's like to me, it's like he's saying, I don't care about none of y'all out here with this little campaign. I'm going to still do. Like I already said when it was going on, I said don't get excited. This is not. You know what I'm saying, I said don't expect like this is going to affect Vlad because he's part of the machine. You know what I'm saying? So he's supported by the machine, so they're going to make sure he prevails regardless. And he got enough people outside of the hip hop community following him, if you know what I mean, that he's going to still be straight as far as that goes, regardless. I said it on my video. Don't make no mistake about none of this. Don't get too excited. It ain't going to really affect him one bit, like I said. But am I bugging to think so? I'm like this Joker. He's like, look, to me, Joker, I'll come to your area, to your town, interview your hero, the next one after you sat here and just said who's going to be the next sucker to go up there on the Vlad couch. So I'm gonna go to your town, interview your hero, and that's it. And that, you know what I'm saying, and how you like that is what the Joker is saying to me. I feel like, you know what I mean. So I'm just like I said, I wasn't going to even make this talk about this because it's hard to be like. It makes me look egotistical and maniacal. You know what I'm saying, and self-centered and extremely overconfident. To even think that but years ago though, I had a little bit of words with Vlad on Instagram. It was like 6-7 years ago, probably way back when I thought I was a rapper. Like I forget what it was. It was like it was when the Meek Mill Drake situation was going on. It was a post. I forget what it was, but something. I went under there. I was like, Vlad always trying to start some shit, and this was like way back when I wasn't really taking shots at him for real. I was just like on some. I was a fan of his channel, you know what I'm saying? And just like saying it in a funny way, like Vlad always started some shit. Then he came up under there and he said something like, I forgot exactly what he said. He was like something like, he was like, but did I start the beef but did I disrespect anybody? Something like that. And I was like, nah, Vlad, I'm just fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? And then there was like mad other people under the comments saying stuff. So one dude came, he was like, oh, you let Vlad punk you. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, Joker. Like, it's not even that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm a fan of Vlad's channel. I watch Vlad. I like Vlad. Because I guess dude was mad that Vlad didn't respond to what he was saying under there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, to me back then, I wasn't even on it like that. It was kind of like a funny thing. I was kind of new to the whole YouTube type thing. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as watching like content like Vlad's, it was like new to me type stuff. So that was that. That was years ago. It wasn't like nothing even really. It was no like nothing for real anyway. But did the Joker hold a little bit of fire for me since then? You know what I'm saying? In his heart, because I came under this thing saying that. Cause I was the only one that he responded to. It was either. It was when the Meek Mill Drake. I want to say it was under a Joe Budden picture, but it was something pertaining to the Meek Mill and Drake's some stupid. You know what I'm saying, stuff way back then. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Could it have been something since then? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it'd be extremely egotistical of me to sit here and think that he'd be worried about a person. I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm bugging. But obviously, jokers are not on code with the Vlad. I mean, a lot of people did fall back. Because I seen with the situation with Whack 100, there's a lot of people under the comment section voicing their disdain for Vlad. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's still so many more people that obviously is not on board. You know what I mean? So that's either way, it was a good situation because it definitely put things into perspective for certain people. Certain people linked up together based on the situation with Vlad that just happened with Farrakhan, and it got some other wheels moving in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take it for what it is.